What's going on, guys? I'm back with another one, of course. And a few nights ago, I watched a movie called Looks That Kill, starring Brandon Flynn, Julia Godani Tellis, and Ki Hong Lee. I don't have any first of alls for this, honestly. So, let's get right into it. Now, for people who are not familiar with this movie, Looks That Kill is about a boy named Max who was born with a very rare condition. I mean, really rare. His face supposedly was so perfect that when people gaze upon it, they die. That's right. You heard right. They die. So his whole life, he's had to adjust to this and walk around with bandages around his face so that he wouldn't just kill everybody in his pathway. And even with that, he still had caught some bodies. And his parents have had to cover up for him numerous times, time after time after time. And through all this, he's had to still maintain a normal life. Until one day, he bumps into this girl who took some interest in him. And they start to hit it off slowly. But what he doesn't know is that she has a heart condition. And that's the reason that she was attracted to him. Because they both have like rare conditions. His being even more rare, if that's a word. And when he finds out her situation, that's when things get interesting. Now, the positive things about this movie, man, I have to be completely honest. When I watched this trailer, the concept for this movie was just perfect to me. It was perfect. It was something I would think of. Let's just say that. I loved it. You know, I don't think I've ever heard of any other movie doing this the way it did it. Plus, it's supposed to be a drama, but there's like humor, like dark humor sprinkled throughout the movie, which actually worked so well for this movie. So well. And I love that about the movie too. And the girl's character, I liked her personality. I really liked her. She was like flawlessly positive all the time. Her attitude was always on the up. Plus the parents were funny. The parents were just they were so opposite of each other that made it, that was a little, that was interesting on that side. So, those were the perks of the movie. Let's get into the negative side of this movie. With that being the first thing and the worst thing was it was too sappy. It was I don't understand it's supposed to be a drama, most of all it's supposed to be a drama, but it was way too, when it's time to get sappy, it got way too sappy. And that I'm putting all that on the guy's character. I'm putting all that on the lead man of this movie. He cried way too much. I don't know who cried more, him or Kid Gohan. He cried. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you know what I'm talking about. He cried almost more than Kid Gohan. Okay, I was getting annoyed. The girl wasn't even crying that much. Let's just put it like the girl was not crying that dang much. He was whiny. Very whiny. And it was so annoying. And it turned me from the movie a few times. Like, my interest just started to back up. Like, man, should I turn this movie off or fast forward? But I shouldn't do that. Let me watch the whole movie. Despite his performance. Yeah, it was, and then I also believe that so much more could have been done with this movie. The movie has it's unrated. Let's just put it like that. It's unrated. I think it should have just pushed for that rated R rating. So it could have been a lot darker, in my opinion. It could have, for a movie with a concept like this, it needed to be a lot darker, more dark, and less sap, less crying, less tears. Because the humor was already on the right roll. The humor already had it on the right roll, in my opinion. And in my opinion, the humor wasn't strong enough, but it was the right path, at least. But yeah, it lost me with that. It lost me with the sap, man. You know what I'm saying? They could have cut some of that out and kind of rearranged this movie in a different way. You know? But it is what it is, man. And for that, I've got to give it an I. Now, with me giving an I, which is not even an I, cool, it means that it's not a movie that I can just put on replay over and over. I can't watch this movie over and over again. I'm not even sure if I can watch this again. But, you know, it's not completely just a horrible movie. It's not. Like I said, the concept was great. I do recommend that people still watch this so you can give me your opinion on it. I really do. Because it really had a lot of potential. Alright? I'm just warning you about the guy's performance. It's ridiculously sad. Too sad. With all that, I want you to like, share, subscribe. And you know I'll be